All right, I'm excited to be cracking into the elegant business model with you and using this to transform your business and your results. So, we're going to go straight into the new elegant business model for a gym, and then we're going to go through some other businesses. And if we don't cover your specific business during this course, just think about how this will relate to your business because the key concepts are the same. And really soon we're actually going to go through creating your own elegant business model together anyway here on the course. So you got your notepad out, you got your pen in hand. Let's go through this. So for a gym, restructuring your you don't have to necessarily restructure how you run your business. It's just your offers and what you provide. And this is what we call fine tuning and making your business run like a really efficient machine. One thing that is a skill set of mine is systems. So I was speaking with a friend just the other day at the coffee shop, and he was sitting across from me, and we were talking about Facebook ads and funnels. And I've spoken with him before. I know he's not really a systems guy. And he was talking about some of the headaches that he's been having with his website. He runs a fitness business, but it's taken him a long time to get his website up because he's not really good with the back end. Like, he can't go in and build a WordPress website. He's got no patience for the systems in the back end there. He's okay shooting videos because he's a fantastic presenter, but his strength is really being in front of people, having conversations, influencing people. He's a real leader in that respect, and so that's a strength of his, connecting with people, influencing people, helping people to make better choices and that sort of thing. But because his strengths are not in systems when it comes to like accounting or accounting systems, when it comes to website and website systems, when it comes to timetabling and running his gym, these things he really falls down on, and he's really struggled with that. And that's really, I think he said, as he sat across from me sipping his green tea, he said that that's something that's really held him back with growing his business. So I always say, find people who are really strong at the things that you're not strong at, work with them to work on those areas for you, and you work on the areas that you're really strong at. So I suggested to him, you know what, let's power up some seminars for you. Let's get more people in front of you, and let's help you connect with the people that you care about the most. And helping them to get those results. And that's, I think that's really the basis of working to our strengths. So with the gym model here, looking at the elegant business model, so the way we structure this is in levels. So you have different levels of service, and as your customer moves up that red arrow, they spend more money with you, but they actually get more value. And that's a really important aspect. We don't just want to charge more, we want it to be in relation to the value that we're providing. So if you provide a lot of value, then obviously you're going to charge more. For example, my friend structuring a retreat where people head away for the weekend and do a 2-night health and fitness retreat, fast track your fitness, learn the keys to losing weight, keeping it off, all this stuff. So real fast track intensive retreat, you're going to charge a lot more than say a 14-day trial at the gym, which is just a straight come down and try out the gym. So let me sort of take you through how this elegant business model looks in his gym. So with James here, he runs a free and low cost gym trial. So this is a 14-day trial at the gym. There's no added extras, it's just straight out, come down and try a 14-day trial. This is great for people who, there's always different brackets of people. There's people that will purchase from you online straight away or purchase your product straight away without ever trying it. They'll just go for it based on how they feel on the day. That reminds me of something I said this morning to a client. We all have to remember that people buy with emotion and they justify with logic later. So with the low-cost gym trial, it's going to work for those people that may not feel anything about your business yet because it's new, they've never tried it, maybe they never heard about it, not even through a friend. So a low-cost gym trial is it's a no risk. It's a no risk trial. It's what we call a discount funnel anyway when we're running our Facebook ads. And this actually, your open business model, once you set this up, it can make your Facebook ads. It's actually necessary to making your Facebook ads run really well. So keep that in mind as we're going through this as well. We actually cover how to, after we structured your elegant business model here, we actually cover in our Facebook ads for service businesses course, we actually cover how to generate leads on autopilot, how to get the most out of your service business with Facebook ads, and how to target the people who most want your business, services that you provide. So after somebody's done the free gym trial, they can actually sign up and get a gym membership. So they move up that next step of the ladder here. Now, of course, more people will do the gym trial than people who will sign up for the gym membership. And that's why little smiley faces under there. That's why each level you go, you get a little bit less people. So, of course, more people sign up at each stage of the level. But you need to have these different services available, because there'll be a certain person, and maybe you've had this experience before. I know I had somebody the other day. They clicked on on one of our websites, on one of our business websites. They clicked on a fitness ebook. They grabbed it, and then instantly they were presented with a bonus. We actually had an offer running where for $7 they could get access to our membership site. So they got access to that, and then we said there was a 30-day motivational audio course that would ensure they fast-track their results. And it was $47. They actually grabbed that right away. And that was because, chances are, we see this quite a lot. That's because that person was in a bit of pain and they knew that, these products were going to help them solve that solution. Now, not everybody will go through and keep purchasing all the way up and grab everything you have, but there will be people who do. And that's why you need to have this elegant business model set up in your business so that you can make your products and services, all of them, all the value that you can provide, you need to make it available for that person. And then for other people who may not buy it straight away, you need to have this available so that there's a next step in that ladder in the customer journey, taking them through that journey and helping them to get even better results through moving them up those steps. So let's say somebody's got the gym membership, they've been enjoying it, they've been going for a couple of weeks after the free trial, and then they see that the gym, James's Gym's running a 21-day personal training challenge. So that might be a special offer. Personal training is usually $50 for a half hour. But if somebody wants to do this 21-day challenge, they can get like 9 personal training sessions for like $97. So your 21-day or 28-day or 30-day challenge, your next level after a more lower cost setup, because the gym membership's only like $5-10 a week. After the gym membership, people are starting to know, like, and trust you, so they're more likely to buy. After the 21-day challenge, they completed their 9 sessions, they loved it, they had a great experience with a personal trainer. They can actually sign up at that gym to get personal training ongoing for 20 weeks. So sign up for the challenge. And so with that, that's over $1,000 product. So of course they purchased $97. Then they're purchasing $1,000 worth of product extra on top of their gym membership. Then after that, they can actually opt for getting one-on-one VIP personal training. Now, not everybody gets offered this. Only people who complete the 20-week challenge or who get close to completing it. Or as a bonus for somebody who's sort of struggling with the semi-private personal training with having a trainer plus 3 or 4 or 5, 6 other people. They want somebody that's like their trainer right there with them every step of the way. So they want that VIP service. So they pay a bit more, $50 per half hour. So 10 weeks for them at 3 sessions a week, that's $1,500 after only 10 weeks. 20 weeks would be, of course, $3,000. So of course you're stepping up from $1,000 on the 20-week challenge to $3,000 product with a VIP PT. So you can see here that as people move up, they get more value, but they're also they're willing to pay more because they know, like, and trust you and your service and your brand. And then we get a workshop. So James actually runs these workshops each month. It's $97 to attend the workshop, or $47. Sometimes you get 5 to 10 people at the workshop, sometimes more. The last one he ran, I think he had 14 people. And 14 people all poured into his gym, and they learned correct squat techniques. So how to take your squat to the next level, how to squat your body weight, twice your body weight, technique. The trainers were there helping everybody. They went through information first, then they structured the workshop with practical. Then they came back and they went over form, and then they went back into a bit of practical, and yeah, it went really, really well. That one was $97, went for 3-4 hours. So really you want to structure your workshops in terms of information, then some practical, then some information again, then some practical. Just you're like changing and chopping it up rather than having people sit there on a textbook forever. Then James also does a retreat. Like I said, fitness retreat, that's his highest end offer that he has. And with the retreat, it's really this elite level experience. So you're really wanting to give someone that highest level experience they possibly can. So say everything that you know about your business or your service, no one's going to like, even if they do your retreat, say you're a chiropractor and you teach them everything there is to know about maintaining, having a back-free life or erasing back pain. Maybe a retreat where like there's multiple adjustments or whatever. James actually does, he actually does the Friday night, everybody heads up, they have dinner, it's like a social event, they all get to know each other. Saturday they wake up, have a fitness session, they do a bit of boot camp, running around the park and that sort of stuff, throwing some things, lots of fun. Then they go and do a bit of like a seminar, so a bit of information, a bit of a talk. Then they go into teaching them a cooking workshop for lunch, and they all get to eat what they've cooked. And then after that, they go into a practical workshop where they're learning a whole bunch. And then in the evening on Saturday night, they're just partying and having a good time, getting to know each other. There's so much value in that, and building your community around retreats or building your community around experiences that are social in nature. So anyway, and Sunday they sort of have a similar sort of idea, and then everybody heads back Sunday afternoon. So have a think about how you can apply this type of ladder to your business as we're going through this. So we just jumped over into the dentist model. Need a bit of water there. So with a dentist model, some of you guys may have seen this example slide before, but essentially one of the dentists I recently worked with, you may have heard this story before, or basically I caught up with him initially and asked him what he was providing, and it was basically just like a checkup, an x-ray. If no one needed cavities, they went home. He wasn't offering the teeth cleaning. If he was, it wasn't very often. And he wasn't offering the whitening, which wasn't very often. And a lot of people have had braces or something like that, and a retainer is really helpful for if their teeth have moved a little bit over the years, which is what happens. So there's 3 things straight away that we put into his value ladder. And you can see here, we actually start off with a promo, a Facebook promo, where he was offering free or low-cost teeth cleaning. Again, part of our discount funnel. I think it was $7 teeth cleaning. Usually it's like $50. And then after they got the teeth cleaning, while he was talking to them, he's like, oh, it looks like you've been drinking a lot of coffee, have you thought about, getting some whitening? We can clean those up for you, really easily. So next step is, somebody may have had braces, so you can pop them on a retainer, or you just did the x-rays, and then of course he's suggesting, hey, we can actually fill those cavities for you. It's really important. Otherwise, you can end up with pain later. Let's sort out this problem now before you have any issues. And of course, every now and then, when we ran his discount funnel, we had one person who ended up needing an implant and purchased it, and it was $3,000. And I think it was $237 on his Facebook ad. We ended up with, I think it was 119 people claimed the voucher, and he had about 82 people come in. I think it was 92, just off the top of my head. And so in the end, regardless, even if you sold one implant from that, he still made back his $260. Really, he ended up with like a $2,700 return on investment. So of course, we don't look at how much marketing costs us. We actually look at what's the return we can get on that marketing. And that was a fantastic return, $2,700. He sold more than implants on that one, but that's just an example for you there. Let's look at the chiropractor model. Kind of similar to a gym, except they've got different services. So what most people don't realize. I was speaking with a friend who's a chiropractor, and he was talking about how Julia goes to chiropractors a lot. But I chatted with a friend who's a chiropractor, and he was saying that he learns a lot more than just a lot more than just, you know, how to adjust people's back. So in this example here, we actually were able to restructure his services offer here. So we set off with everybody loves a massage, right? I mean, I love a massage. Most of the time I can sort of nudge my wife and get her to, you know, coerce her to get her to give me one. But everybody loves a massage. So if you got a free massage offer, you can get people in the door if you're a chiropractor. Then you can do an x-ray, potentially an adjustment. After that, you can actually move them onto a continuity program of a weekly adjustment, moving them up that ladder. A weekly adjustment, you know, might be, might only take 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is for you as a chiro. But then chiropractors have a lot more than just adjustments they can actually offer. So a friend of mine said, you know what, we learn all about nutrition, we learn about, you know, total body wellness and longevity. So these are some really awesome stuff. So he knew about supplements, so like magnesium, calcium, different vitamin D, different calcium forms, and all the stuff about supplements that can really help aid people, especially athletes, but also people who work at a desk job and they're hunched over all day. So what he did was he put together a supplement package, and he was able to, I think that was $99, and it had a few different supplements in there. It was like, the reason you want to package it is because otherwise, instead of selling one thing, you have to upsell like 3 other extra products. Whereas if you put it in a package, then people will just automatically say, oh, okay, well, you know, you explain why they're taken together and how they're synergistic, and they all sort of help interact on each other. Anyway, after they grab the supplement package, they can actually get a nutrition plan. So he actually works with a nutritionist. He's pretty good on nutrition himself, so he can kind of do the consulting side to a certain degree, a basic consult about it. And he works with a nutritionist, and they actually provide nutrition plans to help people lose weight, take that stress off their back, off their spine, and their other joints like their knees, etc., and their hips, so that they can live a lot longer. So bringing their weight and BMI down. So that's awesome. Seminar about how to erase back pain. You know, so that's the next level. Seminar could be $47 or $97. Just make sure you add heaps of value. Maybe you do a discount on the supplements at the end of the seminar. Or you might upsell. He's got a wellness program, so he might upsell the wellness program at the end of the seminar. Or he might just, you know, upsell that to his clients who already know, like, and trust him and just love his service. So yeah, that's a pretty kind of similar to the gym, but yeah, so that gives you guys a really good idea about, you know, a slightly different service. Then we've got hair salons. I mean, we all get a haircut. So I was at the hairdresser a couple of days ago, and I had a younger guy give me a haircut. He hadn't done my hairstyle before, so it took him a little bit longer, but in the end we got there. And for those of you who don't know me, I get some random haircuts from time to time. I chalk that back to my old personal training days. But with a hair salon, most of the time when you go in, if you're a guy, you go in, you get your hair cut, and that's it. Sometimes they're going to recommend a product depending if you have long hair or not, but for most of us guys, if you're like me, you got short hair, and yeah, you don't tend to use hair products. Or if you do, it's not very often. But say one hair salon, they could easily put together a free or low cost cut and blow dry. I remember a couple of years ago, I worked, I would have been a little bit longer, a couple of years, but a few years ago now, when I was working on some partnerships with some local businesses, I spoke with a hair salon owner, and she actually put together some vouchers for my personal training clients, where every time a client reached, 5 sessions or 10 sessions, I gave them a thank you of this voucher of a free low cost cut and blow dry. And what she did on her end was I gave her vouchers for 2 free personal training sessions valued at $100 whenever somebody spends over $50 in a salon. So it was a great value add from my clients. It was a great value add for her clients. We had some of her cards in our business. She had some of our cards. She actually, one thing that was really cool was she took some of the before and afters pictures, got me to print out some posters, before and after photos of my clients. And she actually put them up next to the mirrors where people were getting their haircut. And they were like, wow, look at that before and after photo. That's impressive. And then, of course, it had our business name on it and our contact number. And people would literally be like scrolling through our website while getting their hair done. checking us out and sometimes registering for one of our programs. So that's really cool. That's a way to, I guess, a little bit off topic, but that's a way to kind of network with other businesses to create a win-win situation, and also create a lot of value add for each other's customers there. So let's jump up this ladder here for a hair salon. So they're going to get that low cost cut and blow dry. Then they're going to get a monthly cut if they like it, if they have a great experience there. The experience I had the other day, I think it was pretty good. The guy took a little bit long because it was first time he'd done a hairstyle like mine. But I mean, in the end, we got there and it was the same price as working with anyone else. So I'll probably go back there unless I find somewhere lower cost. Hair products is the next one. So he could have sold me some hair products, but he probably realized. I think he did ask if I use like a gel or some type of wax or something for my hair to keep it in place. No, I don't have like a mohawk or anything like that. But yeah, I already had stock at home. So yep, he did ask for the hair products. There's a little bit of an upsell on the ladder there. But if you're a female, shampoo, conditioners, straightening products, also, not just straight hair straighteners, but hair dryers and these things. So different products associated, they're going to help your clients get a better experience and help them manage their hair better. Next step is maybe a cut and a color rather than just a monthly cut. So that's of course a little bit more expensive there. Hair products, if you're buying some shampoos and that sort of thing, might be $10, $20, $30. Cut and color, more looking at $100 plus. Keratin treatment, looking at $200 around about, maybe $100 depending on where you go, but keratin treatment for hair straightening, so that's the next level up for somebody who, like my wife, she was in Sylvania in Sydney last year or the year before, and she was actually sitting down, she was talking with a hairdresser while she was cutting her hair about how her hair's really frizzy in the humid environment in Sydney, especially when she goes to Bali or Indonesia and we travel around. And is there a way to sort of keep your hair from being frizzy and keep it straighter for longer? And the hairdresser suggested keratin. Of course, my wife walks out $200 plus later, having the keratin treatment done, and her hair stayed a lot straighter and a lot less frizzy. So that's the next step on the rung there. So my wife was happy, and of course the salon was happy as well. And then the next step, you could do like a makeover package. So if you have a newsletter, and I definitely recommend that you use newsletters with your business and that you're collecting email addresses and having a way to do that. Makeover package, you might do a JV with a beauty salon, or with a makeup artist, or you might just do a full, besides from the cut and color, you might have other things you can add that you can really make it a makeover package. You could probably JV with if you're a hair salon in a mall, you could JV with the stylist in the mall. You could JV with the makeup girls in the mall. Maybe another step could be a wedding package. That's the next step there. So you could go out to a wedding, do the hair, or do the hair, and then pass them on to the makeup artist, etc. So you can have a package where you're sort of working together with, say, 2 or 3 other business owners. And you guys can actually put together these packages and sort of pass on the profits to each other. So that's the hair salon model. The restaurant model is another one. So I really like working with restaurants. Food's a really cool, really cool one to run Facebook ads for, because everybody eats food. It's a lot like hair and beauty. And these are, I guess, service businesses. When you have a no-brainer service business, like everybody gets their haircut, it's a no-brainer. Everybody eats food, so restaurants are a no-brainer. Gym, when people want to get fit, they go to a gym, or they do some sort of health and fitness or wellness program. So a lot of no-brainer offers that you can use to get the most from your Facebook ads, from your offer. But this is another way, if you're a restaurant, this is another way to bring even more money into your business without having to spend, of course, more on marketing. So we got a free low-cost menu item. The other month, pretty recently, I did a deal with a restaurant, a pizza restaurant, and they were doing a large pizza for half the price. So it was a really good price. That was their Facebook offer. It was, hand pressed and hand rolled and all that sort of stuff, homemade style. and people would go in and grab that pizza. Then they'd let them know that there was a Tuesday night dinner special. Of course, when people came in to grab that pizza, by the way, they grabbed like some chips and they grabbed some drinks and they brought their friends in. So of course, they ended up making a lot more money. It was a fantastic run there. And then Tuesday night, so I was actually chatting with them and they were like, I was asking them about what is their quietest night of the week, and they said, well, definitely Tuesday nights. Tuesdays, Wednesdays are pretty quiet, and then Thursdays and Fridays start to pick up a little bit more because they're open 7 days. So I said, well, what is an offer that we can put together that will help encourage people to come down on Tuesday night? So we put together a dinner special, which was they could get half price everything, and that actually ended up lifting sales over the total week because people would come down on Tuesday and then they come down again on the Saturday or the Friday. So because you're sort of encouraging people to come down on Tuesday night, they're getting a really good deal. I mean, you might not do half price, but you might do a great deal. And then we got bring a friend. So the next step is if you bring a friend along with you, say on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night, one of the quiet nights, then you get like a free fries, I think it was. And then after that, people are starting to really know, like, and love what you do. Then you can do a special promo. Saturday night, we're doing a 3-course set menu. And that's, entree, main, dessert, set price, set menu. We're going to put something really special together for you guys at our Italian restaurant. And then you got your 7-course degustation. So that's a little bit more, of course, in price. Maybe your 3-course set menus, maybe $50, maybe $67, whatever. 7-course degustation, maybe $100, maybe $150. Maybe you got a glass of wine with that as well. And then you got cooking classes. Maybe there was actually a really cool restaurant in Perth called the Raw Kitchen, and they actually do cooking workshops where they actually get people down and show them how to cook like a raw cheesecake. Well, cook is a lousy word because it's raw food, but it shows them how to put together a raw cheesecake. And they just do a workshop on like one item, and they used to pack out their place. And not only that, but people who hadn't been there before would go to the workshop, check it out, and then actually come in because they wanted to eat the food that they were learning how to cook. They wanted to see what it was like as a finished product, and some of the other items that they touched on in the workshop that they didn't have a chance to make. So that was a great way just to, it's all about cross promoting. It's all about thinking about, all right, well, where does my customer purchase already, or what are they already interested in? And even if it's not directly related to your product, maybe you can get somebody in, a specialist who's they're not competing against your business, but they have a business that will be interesting to your current audience already. And then we've got, say, a VIP club card. So maybe you purchase, maybe you're on a membership, so you pay like $20 a month or something. And as a result, you get 10% off all of your purchases. So if you're a regular and you got a VIP club card, then you're more likely to come into the restaurant even more, but also you get a discount. And so that way you've got a continuity program where you've got income coming in all the time. And that's a really important aspect for, I think, any business, especially these days, is having not only those repeat customers, but actually a continuity program where you're getting income even when people aren't there. And that's, say, like a VIP club card is fantastic for a restaurant, $20 a month or something. It's low cost. People don't even see it coming out of their bank account. It gives you, if you've got 100 people on the VIP card paying $20, that's $2,000 for you per month. Just a little bit extra. And with the 10% offers, of course, not everybody's going to come in and not everybody with the VIP card will come in and use the VIP card all the time. So there's always profit to be made there. And really, of course, a lifelong customer is what we're all after, isn't it? All right, so next up, we're going to go into actually creating your elegant business model. So let's get ready for that.